Hello, everybody. I'm going to change my background here. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome today. Today we're going to be talking about growing your online teaching business. I'm really excited to be doing this with you. Alrighty. Let me pop myself on here. Okay. And get the chat out. Oh my goodness. I still have an old pop-up for the free workshop, but welcome everyone. So today we're going to be learning what to offer and how to get students on your email list and why this is even important. As a business owner, no matter what you do, you want to have an email list. And I will tell you, I have an email list for my coaching programs. So for coaching teachers, I have an email list for my goat parties. So I have I have an email list for my goat parties. So I offer baby goat parties and I have an email list for that. I have an email list for like soap sales. I have an email list for homesteaders. I have an email list for students. So email lists are a very important part. I know this just from running my own businesses, how important email lists are. In having your own online teaching business. And I want to say hello to the people that are saying hello. So hello, Amin. Hello, Oriane, I believe. Orion, that's Orion, I bet. Right? Did I say it right? All right. So today we're going to be learning about how this all works. So that we can start it here. And let me know, hello, Mino. Let me know in the comments here. Put a 1 if you have an email list already and a 2 if you do not have an email list. So just drop the numbers in there so I can see. 1 if you have an email list, 2 if you do not have an email list. Okay. So today, what we're going to cover, we're going to talk about what to offer. So freebies that actually work, how to turn email subscribers into paying students, and the number one mistake that teachers make when building their list. So the problem that most teachers face, you're trying to get students from social media. And by the way, that is perfectly fine. However, you need to have that go over, and I'll talk more about that. You need to have that come over to an email list because you're going to own your email list. So you guys have all seen different things happen, right? TikTok. What happened with TikTok this year? Who knows what happened with TikTok this year in America? Who's in America? And you wake up one day and it says, sorry, TikTok's not available in your location. Anybody that was growing their student base, that was growing their business, whether it be online teaching or anything else, if you were growing your business using TikTok, and TikTok was your big money maker, right? It brought your students in, it brought your clients in. And then one day you wake up and boom, you can't talk to those people anymore. You just lost any momentum that you had going, and that can happen at any point in time. However, the smart creators that had email lists were easily able to email their students or their followers and say, I have this that I'm offering, join me for a class. Or they could say, follow me over here, because they own that email list. So when you have an email list, it makes it so much better, so much easier for you to actually keep your students and keep your potential students and your potential clients. Do you see what I'm saying here? That can happen at any point in time. One day you're put in Facebook jail. Show of hands. Let me know in the comments here who has ever been in Facebook jail. I have a couple of times. I am a career Facebook criminal. No, I've been in Facebook jail a couple of times because I do a lot on it. And if you're really, really active on Facebook and you're messaging a lot of potential students, or you have a lot of, you're saying the same thing over and over or anything like that in your messages, they can flag you as spam and boom, you're put into Facebook jail. So you have to, or even if you're sending out too many messages. So say you have like this really, really awesome post and a lot of students are like, oh, I want to come over. I want to join this class that you have. And now you're spending the next hour replying to all these messages or people saying, message me, and you're messaging them. Boom, you're put in Facebook jail. You just sent out 100 messages. And I think I forgot what the limit is, so I'm not going to say it on here without verifying, but Say the limit's 100 and you put out 101 messages to new people, and I think it's lower than that in a day. Boom, you're in Facebook jail. Actually, maybe it might be 100. But now you cannot engage with potential students. You can't sign them up for things. You're blocked off of messaging. You're blocked off of posting. However, if you get them to join your potential thing that you have going on via an email link, and then you're communicating with them via email, you're safe. If you get them to join your email link and you go into Facebook jail for whatever reason, you're still safe. You can still communicate with these potential clients. Okay. So I really want to like make that, and I see a lot of twos, two. So we got a lot of people here that do not have email lists. If you have or if you are running your own online teaching business or your own any kind of business, whether it's a physical teaching or like I do baby goat parties, any kind of business you're running as a business owner, you want to have an email list. I cannot stress how important this is for you. Okay. Um, the other problem is teachers are relying only on trial classes and not having a good system. And by the way, we did talk about systems for converting, and I'll talk about that a little bit later if you remind me, systems that convert trial classes into paid classes. But the harsh reality is that every single student that takes your trial class, they're not going to be ready to pay you for paid classes immediately after that trial class. So say you're messaging people on WeChat. Okay. And a lot of people want to take your classes on WeChat. And you're talking to them about it. And you set them up for a trial and then they're not ready. Okay. Well, now you don't have a follow up system and you move on, right? You move on to the next student and you sign up for the next students. That student, even though they're like, okay, I got to think about it. And, they said no for whatever reason, doesn't mean they're not going to say no, or it doesn't mean that they're not going to say yes 6 months from now when, they can fit it into their budget or their tests are done or whatever the situation might be, right? So by having an email system in place, you are able to email every single person that ever took a trial class from you but did not buy at the same time and keep building that relationship. And then the other one is wasting time creating freebies that don't convert. And I'll talk a little bit more about what that all entails, having a freebie. So email works better. Why? You own your list. We talked about this before. I'm on YouTube right now, and those of you may have gotten an email telling you to show up here, or maybe you're scrolling YouTube and you showed up here, right? So say you're scrolling YouTube and you show up here, you're not on my list. I can't talk to you again um, unless you join my email list. Okay. You can click off of here, never see me again, never talk to me again, and I just lost a potential client. And the same thing goes for you, right? You can lose your potential clients. Whereas if you give them something of value, get them on your email list, you can keep in communication with thousands of people. You could have 50,000 people on your email list that are potential students that haven't enrolled yet. And every time you send out an email blast, maybe you've got a new class, maybe you've got, whatever, it's going to show up in their inbox. If you have 50,000 people that are following you on Facebook, only a very small percentage will ever get the opportunity to see that unless they specifically go to your page. So email works so much better. You own it. It belongs to you. It builds trust faster. You can have these communications with your potential clients, give them something of value in their email, and have more of a personal relationship with your potential students. All they have to do is hit reply on the email and they can talk to you. So it's going to build the trust and build the relationship. Email subscribers convert better than followers. So this is just a fact. If you have, 10,000 email subscribers and 10,000 followers on Facebook, okay, or YouTube or whatever, your email, if you shoot out a message telling everybody like, hey, sign up for a trial class, or hey, you won't say it like that, okay, but like, hey, I've got a trial class, or hey, I've got a new deal or something, and you say that on Facebook too, and you say that on YouTube too, the percentage of people that convert into paid subscribers or paid students, paid clients is going to be higher from those that came from your email. Um, okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, I guess I didn't. Where's my table? I didn't show the table here. Okay. It's in my blog post. I will post a blog post for this as well that's going out. I think it's going out today after this. I've got it automatically set. So, all right. So your freebie flow from stranger to student. So first, you're going to have a social post or content like a blog, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Xiaohongshu, WeChat, whatever. You're going to have a social post. This content gets attention gives you attention, right? They see your content, they're like, oh, I can relate to this, or this is helpful. From there, you're going to offer them a freebie. This is your lead magnet. It's going to solve a tiny problem, and it's also going to collect their email. So the freebie is, sorry, I think my boyfriend just pulled in the driveway. He's out fixing the truck. So if you can hear the dogs, I apologize. But the freebie is something that gives them value. It's not a monetary exchange, but it's an exchange of value. So in exchange for the free worksheets to prepare for their KET exam, or a checklist on how to start learning English, or a free video, or a free trial, whatever you're giving for free, they're paying you with their email. That is their form of currency, is their personal information. Does that make sense? So for those of you that are giving trials, and I know I've said this so many times, but if you're new and you've never met me before, this might be your first time hearing it. You never give a trial without collecting their email address. When you collect their email address, you are able to follow up with them. You're still going to follow up with them personally and one-on-one, but if they say no, they're still on your list and you can still keep communicating with them without having to scroll through your WeChat tags or contacts or whatever, right? Or scroll through your Facebook messages. So you give them the trial, you have them sign up for the trial class with their email address. And that way you're covered on all bases, and it makes your life so much easier, so much more efficient, and you will have more student enrollments doing it that way. After they receive that, they're going to receive a welcome message from you. So immediately after they get the email, or they sign up with their email for their free KET practice exam. Okay. I'm just making up something. Maybe you're offering a practice exam for the KET test, right? You're going to send them a welcome message, and you're going to say, like, welcome, my name is Teacher Jillian, and I've been helping people, and I'm so excited to help you. Okay. From there, your nurturing emails are going to build trust. So maybe a couple days later, they automatically get a message that says, one of the things that people find, and I'm making this up, I am not a test prep teacher, okay? So if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but please I will let you know that, like, this is not my expertise in exam prep. But say the first message is like, hey, welcome, this is who I am, this is how I'm going to help you, here is the freebie that you signed up for. The second email a couple days later might say, did you know that most people get their lowest scores on this part of the test, and this is how you can fix it? Make sure, in a couple of days, I'm going to send you another email and I'll tell you one of the best ways to practice for it. And then in a couple of days, they get an email that says, here's a great way to practice for your KET exam. You can do these 3 things, and I'm not going to make them up because I don't know what they are, but you could do these 3 things to help you prepare for your KET exam. By the way, if you want more help, hit reply to this email or click this link to schedule. I don't call them trials. You probably heard this in another video. I call them assessments, but click this link, sign up for your free assessment live with a teacher. That's your trial lesson. From that trial lesson, you can get them right into a paid student. Okay. But all of this, all of the welcome emails and everything, you're not doing that. That's already set up. You set that up, you set it and forget it, right? So you're going to set up your sequence. They're going to click the link. They're going to automatically be communicating with you and getting the sequence and getting this information and being helped. Well, you're over here doing whatever you got to do. So maybe you're over here doing like posting social media content or doing your trials. You don't have to worry about that nurturing content. You've already set it up, and anybody that signs up for your freebie will automatically receive that value. And you can show to them how valuable you can be without taking up so much time in your day doing it one-on-one messaging. Okay. And then from the emails, you're going to invite them to a trial class or a paid class. It's going to convert to paid, even if it's a free trial. I love doing trial lessons, free trial lessons, especially when you're starting out and you're a brand new teacher and you don't have, hi Brenda, and you're a brand new teacher and you don't have a lot of students. I love doing trial classes. This is a really great way to start from zero and build your business up with online students by offering a free trial class, as long as you have a system. If you're just going in there, winging it, and you don't have a system to follow, you will not have conversions, or your conversion rates will be very, very low. So you need to make sure you have a system, and this needs to be a part of your system. Okay. If you're serious about this and you want to make money as an online teacher, you need to have a system. Okay. And you can feel free to drop any questions if you have while you're listening to this, so that you don't forget them and I can answer your questions. Okay. Okay. So what makes a freebie work? There are some three things that I want you to keep in mind here. It's going to solve one small but specific problem. All right. It's going to speak directly to your ideal parent or student and has a clear next step. So in your freebie, we're going to use the KET exam prep. Okay. So the problem that it's solving is you don't know if you're ready to pass the KET test. Okay. So this problem is test preparation, very specific to that exam. It speaks directly to your ideal student or parent of the student, because this is what they want to do, and has a clear next step. The clear next step is the live assessment or your trial lesson. So when I say trial lesson or assessment, that's the same thing. I might call it a trial lesson to you, but to my students, I always call it an English assessment or an English level assessment or a test assessment. Replace the word trial with assessment, and you're going to have a lot better results. Say my freebie is a trial lesson, so an English assessment. The problem that they have, the clear specific problem, is they want to learn English and they're looking for a teacher. Okay. It's going to speak directly to your ideal parent or your ideal student. They want to enroll their kids in classes, but they don't know which teacher to pick. And the clear next step, and actually the clear next step, you're going to have them enroll in classes. The clear next step is it's outlined if you've taken the Enroll and Grow. So let me know if you've taken the Enroll and Grow training. The Enroll and Grow training has a very, very clear next step to what you're going to be doing after each trial lesson, for you and for the parents or the students. So whatever your freebie is, and you can let me know if I didn't see anybody that had a 1 in here, but I think that Brenda and Lori, I think they both have freebies already. If anybody in here already has a freebie and an email list, let me know in the comments if you want to share what it is. So here are some examples of high converting teacher freebies. Okay. So you can have a 5-day learning challenge. You can run this in a Facebook group or via email or via Zoom or Fun Class or however you want to do it. Just a 5-day challenge for whatever it might be. Okay. So a 5-day KET prep challenge. It can be live. So you may have seen me do 5-day challenges for you as a teacher. Those were live. It can be just an email where every day it's set up as an email sequence, and every day for 5 days, they get a new challenge in their email. It can be through a Facebook group. You can have a reading list with pronunciation tips. You can have sentence starters or conversation cards. You can have a PDF, like a little mini book. I think that's what Lori has, right? Don't you have a book, like a PDF? book. You could have a mini class or a video lesson. So mini class could be like a trial lesson, your assessments, a video lesson. You could have a pre-recorded video lesson that teaches the ABCs, right? Or whatever it might be. Get creative. You can have as many freebies as you want. There is no limit to the number of the freebies. So if like today you're like, you know what, I want to do this 5-day learning challenge. And then, maybe like a month from now, you're like, that worked really good. I'm going to do it again. You can do that. You can turn it into an evergreen one where you don't have to run it live all the time. You can have, so freebies that I have a student newsletter so they can sign up for English tips, vocab tips, whatnot. I have a coupon to sign up for a coupon for their first class. I have the trial lessons. I've done a bunch of different things. Actually, I can't think of everything that I've got in there. But you can have an ebook, a PDF. You can so many different things. Okay. I don't want you to get overwhelmed by this because there are so many different options. Just know that if your first one doesn't work, you are more than welcome to go on to another one. I have done for sign up for story time. That was one that I did that worked really well for pre-K students, was a free story time. Okay. That was a live one. So where should it live? Where are you going to put this? You're going to create what they call a landing page. A landing page is like a standalone page that just has the sign up information. They enter their email. If you signed up for this, training via a landing page, then you saw what a landing page is, right? It has you put your first name, has you put your email. You're going to include a headline, benefits, and then the opt-in form. The opt-in form is going to be your first name and your email. Okay, so Lori says that she's got a mini ebook and she also created a 1-month inspirational challenge too. That's really cool. That's really cool. There are so many different options of what you can have, but you need to be able to have something. You need to have an email list. So you're going to connect it to enrollment here. What to send after they sign up. So you're going to send a welcome email. Welcome to welcome to your KET test prep package, that your free KET test prep package. My name is teacher Jillian. I've been not really teaching KET test prep for the past 3 years, and I have helped hundreds of students. This is all a lie because I don't do this. Reach passing grades and going on to the next level, blah, 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 blah. I am so excited to be able to help you with this journey. Please reach out, hit reply to this email, reach out if you have any questions whatsoever, and I would be glad to help you. And, if you want to set up an assessment, you can set up your English assessment. That's free too. Click here. Okay. Then you're going to have your simple nurture sequence. So 3 to 5 emails. So you've actually gotten this. If you have gotten onto my email list by joining my Facebook group, that was a nurture sequence. Those 3 to 5 emails that you receive afterwards saying, welcome to the group. How'd you like your freebie? What's up? Right. And you're going to invite them to book a class. And this could be a free or paid class. It could be a group. It could be a one-on-one. That's up to you how you run it, but this is what you need to have. Okay. So personal example, I already told you some of these here, but I offer a free trial class. That's if you don't have any other option, if you don't have any other idea what to do, a free trial class is a really good one to start with, especially if you're a brand new teacher. It's a great way to start building your email list and a great way to start connecting with people and actually get out there and start teaching. And you're going to nurture via email and follow up. I've also done, like I said, one that worked really well was the free story time. Why this works. Not every student is going to enroll the very first time they ever see you. It's easy for me to build a consistent relationship and keep in contact with them, especially when they're new to my email list. You don't want to have somebody, and I've made this mistake before, so don't think that, you're never going to make mistakes, but you don't want to set up something without a sequence and slack on your email, because say somebody signs up for um, your KET exam prep, and then you don't have a sequence and you never talk to them again, and then 6 months from now, you're like, I'm going to send out an email inviting people to this class. And suddenly all these people that are on your email list that haven't heard from you in 6 months, they don't know who you are. And they feel like they're like, when did I get put on this email list? I don't know you. I've never met you before. I've never heard of you before. They don't remember you. They probably didn't even know your name to begin with. They were just trying to get the freebie because they needed it, right? I've had that happen in my inbox. I sign up for a freebie and then somebody is, emailing me and I'm like, I've never heard of this person in my life. And I go back to the history of that email and it's like, oh, they emailed me last a year ago. Okay, good job building the relationship. Whereas where it's fresh in their mind, you get them to sign up for the freebie, you start communicating with them, they start getting to know you and trust you because you're in their inbox and you're helping them. And then they're looking forward. A lot of times they're looking forward to the next email from you. It's easy for me to keep in communication, and I own and control my own algorithm. Let's see here. My email list. The algorithm is so if you guys have ever felt victimized by the algorithm of any social media platform, I want you to know that you are not alone. We can consider this the algorithm support group as I'm doing this on a YouTube video. I'm not saying that social media is not great. It's fantastic. However, you don't get to control, and Facebook is really good for this. You don't get to control, oh yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but you don't get to control who sees what when you are on Facebook. You're going to post, you'll probably notice this, especially with business pages. You post something and like nobody's seeing it. But if you go do the same thing to your email list and look to see how many people opened your email or clicked on something in your email, because you can actually track those analytics, you're going to see it's a lot higher. So it's so much better to have an email list. I'm gonna preach this. I will die on this mountain. You need to have an email list. It is so important. So I want to go into some common questions. We're going to go into a Q&A session, but I want to go into some common questions first because these are questions I get asked all the time. The first one, what if I don't have an audience yet? If you don't have social media, if you don't have any social media accounts or you don't have a lot of followers on it, you might be thinking that it's not a great thing to have, but you don't need to have a big audience. You just have to have a freebie and a place to share it. You can have a brand new YouTube channel with 0 subscribers, post content, get 100 views on it, post your link in the comments or in the description box, and bam, have somebody sign up for it. Okay. So you do not need to have a big audience. You can do it in a Facebook group. You can do it, there's so many different places you can do it. You can do it on WeChat, on Xiaohongshu. Be careful. Be careful. You can't share links on Xiaohongshu. But anyways, you can do it so many different places. You don't have to have an audience. They will find you. Plus, your freebie can get shared. People will take, especially Chinese parents, they love sharing things that are free. Your freebie can get shared amongst other people too that you've never even reached out to before. How do I know what kind of freebie to make? So I want you to start with your ideal student's biggest frustration. So this really comes down to knowing your niche, but think about, what does my ideal student need? What is their pain point? How can I help them make it easier? That's going to help you figure out what your freebie is. The next question, do I need a website to offer a freebie? No. You just need a landing page. You can use tools like Kit. Kit is my absolute favorite. Actually, I'm going to pop this. I don't think I have it in there. This is an affiliate link. I will be upfront and honest about that. This is an affiliate link. If you click that affiliate link, I will get exactly $0 because I'm telling you about a free service right now. So Kit now has something where it's free up to your first 10,000 subscribers. There's a free plan called the newsletter plan. So I don't know who's calling me. I'm going to ignore that really quick. Okay. So on this newsletter plan, you are able to have up to 10,000 email subscribers before you're ever charged anything. There are other services out there like MailChimp, that have freebies. SendFox is another one. Well, SendFox is a paid one, I think, unless you have the paid AppSumo account. But like there are other services out there. What I like about Kit is it grows with you. They have a good sender reputation. Excuse me. Which I've talked about before, but basically they're not known for spammers and scammers using it. So they put things into place to protect their business, so it protects your business. They're really easy to use. It's really easy. There's templates that are in it that you can use too to make your emails look nice. You can create your own templates. It's very easy. You can segment your emails very easily. But what I really love about them is the fact that they work in China. So if you get something like MailChimp, those emails will not be received in China. You having something that works in China means that you can, if you want to, serve a Chinese audience as well. But from certain things like MailChimp, they will not deliver to Chinese email addresses. It'll get blocked or bounced or whatever it does. It doesn't work. Kit works in China, and I highly recommend it. It's the one I've used. I've used a bunch of them, including Kajabi, which is like $200 a month. This you can start for free. Okay. And if you don't like it, move on to something else. But I highly recommend it. 10,000 subscribers, you can start for free. And you could even build your own little mini website too. Excuse me. Excuse me. That hiccup was unexpected. But you can have your own little mini website as well. They have a bunch of different options for that. Okay. But you don't need to have a website. You just need to start with a landing page. Can you just post the freebie and wait? No, unfortunately, you can't. A freebie has to be a part of a strategy. So it's not just set it and forget it, make a PDF and boom, pop it in there and hope that somebody downloads it. It needs to be a part of a strategy. If you create a landing page and never talk about that landing page or never share it, then you're not going to be able to get anybody to sign up because nobody knows it exists. So you do have to have a strategy that goes along with it for this to work. There are two ways to start. So you can go ahead, watch the replay of this video, piece it together, figure out how it works. Google, guess, try not to get overwhelmed. So you can do that. You can start by doing that, or you can do it with a little bit of help. And I would be happy to help you. We actually have some people in here that I've worked with some of this stuff on, but with support, you can follow a proven challenge that walks you through step by step. You will get instant access to templates, examples, swipe files, receive personal feedback and coaching as you build your email list, and join a community of teachers who are doing the exact same thing. So let me know here, would you like to do it alone or with support? If you chose to do it with support, I would like to invite you to Teacher Boss Society. This is my baby. I have been working on this year to make it the absolute best one-of-a-kind coaching program. I'm in love with it. I'm biased, but I know there's some Teacher Boss Society members in here. So if you have a different opinion on it, let me know in the comments. But I think that this is an absolute must-have for every online teacher that is serious about growing a business, because I walk you through everything. This that you see in the picture, this is the very first challenge that we did in, I believe it was February, the Enroll and Grow. So you said you'd like to do it with support. Yes. You know what? It's so much easier to do it with support because other people have been through it before and you can learn from what they already know, right? Whether it's me or the other people in the group or, anybody. The Enroll and Grow challenge was the one that we ran, I believe, in February. And in this challenge, I actually teach you how to take a trial and move it into a paid student from your trial. I give you the templates, the trial tracker, which I've been told people love the trial tracker, your money tracker, exactly how to run your trial, so that you can go in there and just get it done. We had somebody, when we ran this in February, we had somebody that completely booked their schedule. I'm sorry. I think she got 10 students. So I won't say fully booked because I don't know what fully booked is for her or for you. It's different for anyone. But I think she got 10 students her very first week of doing this. So this works. I will tell you this works. Brenda said she's in love with it as well. This is my baby. I love it. um, so the high converting freebie challenge starts May 19th inside the membership. So on Monday, on May 19th, we are going to start doing the high converting freebie challenge where we will be creating our freebies. And then there are other challenges you can go in there and get to right away. So like while you're waiting, you can go through, you can do the enroll and grow and get new students through trials, set up your trial process. You can build your website, get your branding down. You can do all of those things. Those are already in there. I'm going to show you. So hang on tight. I'm going to show you everything that's in there. But you're going to get templates, feedbacks, and step-by-step help on exactly how to set up your freebie challenge or your freebie. Okay. Teacher Boss Society. This is completely new training. Every single month, there is a new challenge. You have archives of the past training, and then there's an exclusive community. And I'm going to show you what some of this stuff looks like. But this is what we've done. So February, we did our Enroll and Grow Challenge. Kick off your business with new students. Learn how to turn your social media profile into a student conversion machine. And I'm showing you how to start something and get students, even if you're starting from zero. In March, we did our visual branding tune-up, which was really, really fun. Everybody picked their colors and their images and made their visual branding. I was looking at what everybody did in the challenge, and I know some people are still going through it right now. These archives are there, like as long as you're in Teacher Boss, you can get into it at any time. And some of the things that these teachers came up with, I am blown away at how pretty everything looks. April, we did the website revamp challenge. Some people started their website for the very first time. Some people just updated their website and made it pretty and made it better and made it more converting. It's not just about it being pretty, it's about it being converting. So people go to it and want to sign up. May, we're doing the high converting freebie. Design a value packed lead magnet that draws in your ideal students and seamlessly guides them towards your paid offers. So that's this month is we're going to be doing our freebies. So if you don't have an email list and you don't have a freebie yet, we're going to do it. Okay. We're going to switch this around a little bit. Okay. We were going to do blog at teacher, but I'm going to switch that with July. So in June, we're going to be doing the email sequence. So we're going to turn your emails into a student booking machine. I'm switching it, even though I really wanted to do the blogging challenge next because it's so much fun and it's probably my favorite challenge. We're going to switch it around and do email sequence. So immediately after you set up your freebie and you have a high converting freebie, you can go through and set up your email sequence to a high converting email sequence. And then in July, we will do blogging. So now you have your website, you have your branding, you have your colors, you have your freebie. Now we're going to put it on a blog that can be search engine optimized so that people can search in like how to prepare for the KET exam, find your content, sign up for it right on that blog post. So see how it's all working together? It's so nice. August is going to be our picture perfect challenge. So we're going to create powerful brand photos using just your camera or phone and elevate them with the power of AI. So we're going to have really, really nice brand images. September is create a course. So you're going to learn how to create a pre-recorded course that you can do as a freebie or a paid one. But this is really going out to those people who want to do paid courses. October, we're going to do the weekly emails, like the newsletter challenge. November, we'll learn how to do short videos like Reels shorts. And then December is the unique service proposition revamp. So we're going to do a revamp before we go into the new year. There's a new challenge every year or every month for 2026 too, but those are a secret. I'm not going to tell you yet. If you're already in there, you could probably see it because I've got it where you can see it. So those of you who are already in Teacher Boss, don't tell anyone. Okay. To enroll in this, to join, you're just going to go to www.teacherbosssociety.com. I'll go ahead and pop it in here too. Okay. And I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Okay. So you're going to come to this page here. This is what you're going to see when you go to teacherbosssociety.com. And when you go to this, you'll see like here are some of the student reviews or teacher reviews. Went from 10 to 60 students, a full schedule of classes in just 1 month. Those are people who have actually gone through the program. Okay. But then keep scrolling down and you're going to go and you're going to click this button that says click here to join the Teacher Boss Society. Once you click that, it's going to open up this. This is a membership program. Okay. I used to offer this for, and you're going to see, like, bear with me because I really want to show you, like, don't leave me yet. I really want to show you all the things that are in there because there's so much. But I wanted this to be affordable because a lot of teachers are coming into this and they would be reaching out to me for help, but they couldn't afford the large ticket coaching program that I had. So I really wanted to make this affordable so that anybody could join, anybody that's serious about it could join, and get results like right away, have something to put in action right away. So you'll go through here, you'll sign up there, and then it's going to pop up this screen. These are the 3 things that you're going to see inside Teacher Boss Society: monthly challenges, coaching replays, and ITA archives. ITA is Independent Teacher Academy. That was the first course that I offered. That was $1,000 for that course. It's in here. Okay. So the $1,000 course is in here. The weekly coaching replays are in here. So every week there's a new coaching session that's in here. And then the monthly challenges are in here as well. Okay. And we're going to go into the monthly challenges so you can see here. So you've got the Enroll and Grow Challenge from February: visual branding, website revamp, high converting freebie, email sequence. You've got all of these in here. In the ITA archives, you will have access to the WeChat Masterclass from 2021. Keep in mind, the older they are, like, they get better. My trainings get better as they age, right? Or not as they age, but as I age, as I get older, as I learn more and have more experience. So that's why I put the dates there so you can kind of know what to expect as far as quality goes. But WeChat Masterclass 2021, marketing as an online teacher, the Instagram training, ITA, so Independent Teacher Academy, build your bookings. This is for getting bookings inside of a company. A reel short challenge for reels and shorts, the 5-day Instagram Xiaohongshu course, Teach Beyond China, Empower 24, YouTube for Teachers, reverse goal planning workshop. I'm not done. Oh yeah, I am done. There's one more in there too. There's a Facebook training too, but I guess I don't have that. My screen wasn't big enough to show everything on there. So at this point, if anybody has any questions, I would love to answer any questions that anybody has. If you want to drop them in the comments here, or just let me know, like, are you ready to get started? Are you excited to get started building your online teaching business? Like, let me know, because I think it's a really exciting thing. You guys are really quiet. Okay, so I will go ahead and I'm going to wrap this up. Wait, hold on. I wanted my camera. Hold on. I wanted my camera. Just me. Just me. Just me. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm really excited to to start working through this challenge with you guys. Those of you that are in Teacher Boss Society, we will be starting this on Monday. I did poll the members to see if they wanted it to be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday challenge or a Monday, Wednesday, Friday challenge, and it was unanimous. They like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday challenge. So we will be having, and they're all recorded so you can go through and you can watch them if you miss them, but doing it live is best. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so the 19th, the 21st, 23rd, we're going to be having the this email, high converting freebie, an email challenge. And then Thursday, so tomorrow there will be coaching, and then next Thursday we'll be coaching too. Every Thursday there is coaching. I am going to change the times on the coaching this week and next week though, because my kids have concerts at like 9:15, and coaching is usually at 10:30, and I think that's probably cutting it close. But Yes, coaching is usually 10:30 Eastern Standard Time every Thursday. So, anyways, I'm very, very happy that you guys came in and you watched this with me. Thank you for tuning in. As always, here's the link here. So go to teacherboss society.com. You can join us and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys all later. Bye, guys.